What is up, guys? Happy 4th of July. This news shows that Zebec is linked to the Ultimate Power players, and this is inspired by someone on X, Black Swan, or higher. Okay, we keep getting stuff where people are like, "Oh, we need one more Black Swan before we go higher." So Black Swan or higher. Let's get into it today, but first, as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Boom.
Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was Blackrue Investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting, so we binge on our Blackrue Investing. Best believe it was Blackrue Investing. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue Investing. Best believe it was Blackrue Investing.
What is up, guys? Again, we in here on a 4th of July Friday, I believe here. So yeah, Black Swan or higher. I think this was inspired by either Amber or the Phoenix Rising on X, both ladies of crypto. So shout out to the ladies of crypto. We need more of them out there. What's going on, people? But also, this news shows Zebec is linked to Ultimate Power players. But first, as always, our affiliate partner, DCENT Wallet. Let's go ahead and play that while people roll in. So hit you with DCENT Wallet now.
Your crypto deserves the best protection. So why settle for less? Decent Crypto Wallet isn't just another wallet. It's safe, secure, easy to use, and supports your favorite cryptocurrencies all at the touch of a button. And now with my exclusive link, you'll save $30 on your new wallet. Better security, smarter investing, $30 in your pocket. Click on the link now and secure your better security today.
Hey, what's up, guys? And then also, yeah, you know the format of the show. We get into the information, but let's focus on DCENT for just a second here. Definitely, if you want to help the show and help yourself, get yourself a cold storage wallet with DCENT. $30 off for one, $99 off for two. Let's get into it here. Let me share the screen. I can see all your comments there. Thank you, guys. I see one comment here. I'll just take the time to address it. Can you give your video a 1 hour maximum? I can't do 2 to 3 hour videos. For you, Wealth X, shout out and thank you for watching. I would suggest that the show has a format. I go over the information. Well, first there's the intro, then there's the information, and then I answer questions from the crowd. So you can choose to watch some of that, all of that, or whatever, right? So if you just want to watch the information I bring in the beginning, you can choose to do so. But I would suggest that you watch me going over with the crowd because people ask questions, people bring other information to the table. It's all up to you. And also, the longer my videos, the more subscribers I get. And on that note, please like and subscribe. We are on our way to 6,500 subscribers, on our way to 10K subscribers. Okay, because we definitely want to do this, on a longer term basis. So the 2 to 3 hour videos actually give me more subscribers. So that's what that is. But I also have short form content that I do with Maximus for Crypto that are not live videos, which are 15-minute videos, 20-minute videos, 30-minute videos, like around that length. You feel free to check those out as well. So just wanted to address that right quick. And now to the information. So this move here, first Solana staking ETF hits with 12 million in healthy first day trading. So Rex Osprey's groundbreaking Solana staking ETF overcame SEC hurdles and posted 33 million in first day volume. So this is what I've been telling you guys is coming to the US. They already have these around the world, but this is the first time they're having them in the US where they're staking ETFs, okay? Just like they have in the stock market, and they have these dividend stocks that, old money has like accumulated for years upon years and just sit back and have passive income. They're now bringing this to the stock market with cryptocurrency, okay? And shout out to, the Trump administration. They're clearing the way legally, regulatory wise, so that things like this can happen. So this is why I'm so excited. At least, this is why I'm very, very, very excited for what's coming up with cryptocurrency, because we continue to have regulatory hurdles cleared so that crypto can skyrocket, right? Which I'm going to show to you later. Now, if you ask me, Black Swan or higher, I'm thinking higher, okay? And I'm going to give you a good case for that, okay? Coming up here, I really, really, really think it's higher. A lot of times when you hear people say Black Swan, Black Swan, Black Swan, that's around the time we're probably going to go higher. I don't know why it always happens that way. Why it almost seems like purposeful. Like they're purposely trying to get people to think negative so they don't buy, and then we go higher. But anyways, let's continue on with this news here. So first, Solana staking ETF hits 12 million in healthy first day trading, and then they say it posted 33 million in first day volume. So I don't know why they're using 12 million and 33 million, interchangeably here, but whatever. Let's continue on with Cointelegraph here. The United States' first Solana staking exchange traded fund ended its debut trading day with 10 million in inflows, a positive sign for crypto staking enabled ETFs. The Rex Osprey Solana staking ETF debuted on the Cboe BXX exchange on Wednesday, recording a 33 million in trading volume and 12 million in inflows. Okay, so 33 million in trading volume and 12 million in inflows, according to Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas. Okay, he's a good follow on X, by the way. The fund, trading under SSK, gives investors direct exposure to spot Solana along with staking yields, making it the first crypto staking ETF to be approved in America. Okay. Now, the reason why this is big news, because we know that Zebec is built on Solana. Okay. Now, if you go down here, what you're going to find right here, let's read this. The launch of the crypto staking ETFs is a defining moment for digital assets and a significant step forward in full access to cryptocurrency ecosystem, said Anchorage Digital co-founder Nathan McCauley, whose fund is staking and a custodian partner for the Rex Osprey ETF. Guess who Anchorage Digital also does custodialship for? Zebec. Okay. So, I've already shown you guys, I think it was last video, where Anchorage Digital had some words on their website from head of digital assets at BlackRock, Robert Mitchnick. And I showed you where Robert Mitchnick and Simon Babakani went to the same school, the same university, the same major, the same years. Okay. So all of this lines up to, Zebec being in line with the biggest players out there, right? The Anchorage Digitals, the BlackRocks, the Ripples, the Solanas, the Visas, the MasterCards. They are lined up with the biggest players out there. So, this is big news. This is big news. The first staking ETF in America is live, and they're doing it now. Also, Related news, on Tuesday, the regulator approved a grayscale application to convert its digital large cap fund into an ETF. So technically, that's going to be the first XRP official ETF, even though it already existed as like a trust fund. It's going to be converted into an ETF. This will be the first ETF that has some XRP in it, okay? Because in its digital large cap fund, it has XRP in it, okay? So again, digital, like regulatory hurdles, things like the old pure diamond hands ETF money is being locked up into the stock market. I really think we go higher here. And as always, I'll get to all you guys' comments. Just keep them flowing, keep them coming. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over here to the next article here. We're just going to hit some news right quick on this 4th of July. So a Zebec Spaces is coming up, fresh off the incredible week at Cannes in France. We're bringing the momentum home. Join us next week for a Spaces as we share updates on our roadmap and this upcoming super app. Big things ahead for us in H2 2025. Okay, this is Zebec. So they're going to have a Spaces for us on Wednesday, July 9th. Okay, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely we will want to look out for this. Every time they have a Spaces, it's a grand time. And of course, probably that evening, I'll do my own review of the Spaces, my live reaction of the Spaces. I've done a live reaction of almost every space that they've had. So yeah, we'll be doing that again. But it's going to be big to see about their ecosystem, their roadmap, and the super app updates. Also be on the lookout for that here. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next one here. So I don't need to kind of review for you guys about the whole Anchorage Digital stuff. You can definitely check out my past videos where I've shown you Zebec and Anchorage Digital. I've shown you the whole thing with Robert Michnik and Simon Bebekani. Definitely go check that out. But also, you can come over here and check out my X. We're looking to get monetized on X as well as YouTube. So you definitely want to like and subscribe to both. You see here, we're on where we have custom mind maps like this one here that we show, as well as some other ones. In fact, I think I most recently put the stuff
head
on
of
here
digital assets
about Robert Michnik again. So you can definitely come check that out. Okay, here, yeah, I think this is it. Okay, yeah, so this is from Anchorage Digital's website where Robert Michnik said what he said. I got some stuff from that, and here's the Simon Bebekani, Robert Michnik LinkedIn, where it shows that information again about that. And then this links Robert Michnik to Ripple because he used to work for Ripple. So I think it's a fun time for us as far as Zebec goes, and it's sitting at a bargain price right now. But now let's roll into Black Swan or higher. Now let me pull up who said this. I think it was, because I want to give credit where credit is due here. I think it was Phoenix Rising who said this. Either Phoenix Rising or Amber. So let me just find it right quick here so I can give them their proper credit. Okay, here we go. Some people are saying Black Swan is coming, and some are saying higher. What do you think? Okay, higher won out by 70%. Okay, this is Phoenix Rising. She's a good follow here as well on the X. Definitely follow her if you haven't already. I think it's higher. All right. And I responded to her comment. I know what you mean. People are saying that, but in my honest opinion, higher. Wasn't the World War III scare enough of a black swan? Do we need another one? Now, let's share some posts here. This is from Good Morning Crypto. Shout out to Abs at Good Morning Crypto. Breaking U.S. House leadership announced Crypto Week is beginning July 14th. So we're going to get the Clarity Act, we're going to get the Genius Act, and the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act. But guess what else is coming July 14th? The jackpot date. The date that ISO 20022 goes live for FedWire, live for America. That is also happening that week. Okay? So for me, I'm thinking that week pushes us higher. Now, right now, does it feel kind of bad? Does it feel like Bitcoin's kind of quote unquote dumping out a little bit? It kind of feels like that, doesn't it? It feels like that's what's happening. But in all honesty, when July 14th happens and the Clarity Act and the Genius Act and the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act and the ISO 20022 going live, we won't even remember this little bit of a movement from Bitcoin, right? So to me, things like this are what's going to push us forward. And just for clarity, pun intended kind of there, I went to Grok and I grabbed what the Clarity Act is, okay? So basically, the purpose of the Clarity Act is to just basically give the purpose of crypto regulation. So if we go down here to significance, this is from Grok. This legislation is seen as a step forward towards fostering innovation in the digital asset sector while ensuring customer protection, addressing long-standing calls for regulatory clarity in a rapidly evolving market. Key provisions. The Act introduces a provisional registration regime for digital commodity exchanges, brokers and dealers, replacing earlier notice of intent models. So replacing that garbage that Gary Gensler did. It also updates definitions such as digital commodity affiliated person and digital commodity related person, and implements graduated restrictions on token sales, which taper off as blockchain systems mature. Notably, it expands DeFi safe harbor, exempting non-custodial participants like developers and validators from registration. Additionally, it affirms that digital assets sold via investment contracts are not securities, preempting conflicting state laws, and clarifies that regulators cannot require financial institutions to include customers' digital assets as liabilities, aligning with recent SEC guidance. And they give the guidance there, SAB 122, and the rescission of SAB 121. The Act also directs the SEC and the CFTC to collaborate with foreign aid regulators for cross-border information sharing. So this Clarity Act is going to just make it clear that what cryptocurrencies are and that they're not securities, so they're all good. Okay. This to me will open the door for the zero capital gains tax on cryptocurrencies, and then it's all game because institutions are just going to get in here like gangbusters, which again, if we go back to the whole Solana staking ETF, they're already starting to do. Okay. And here we go with this one. I just wanted to remind you and reiterate, this is from Darla Rogers. Shout out to her. FedWire Fund Service US. The Federal Reserve rescheduled its ISO 2002 implementation from March 10th to July 14th. And we know this is happening 2025. This is a single day cutover, retiring the legacy FedWire application, okay, and moving to the 20022 format, okay. So I'm very, very, very excited for this. Cryptocurrencies like Stronghold, cryptocurrencies like XRP, cryptocurrencies that are FedNow partners, which we know of one, right? Good old Metallicus might be ones that we need to look out for and we need to pay attention to. Okay? We know it's a FedNow partner. We know it's a FedNow partner. So maybe these start to skyrocket, right? So we really have to pay attention to things like this, right? Here we are with some more Ripple news from Good Morning Crypto. Every single day, he says that every single day we get another Ripple XRP update. Couldn't be more obvious that the XRP ledger is in a class of its own. Ripple and Tencity launch XRP Ledger Accelerator in Singapore, offering up $200K in grants. Focus on early stage XRP Ledger startups in Asia Pacific. So very, very cool there. More news, and we're just looking at some FedWire, FedNow service participants and service providers. Okay, 1,400 participants strong, of which being Metallicus is one of them. I think Bank Social is another. Let me see here. Red Pill Professional brought out a couple of them. Let me see if I can find some of those on my. And thank you for whoever started following here. Let me go through some of my replies here. He listed a whole bunch of. Okay, so there's the ISO date, right? Where FedWire posted that. Just wanted to point that out to you. Okay, let me see here. It was pretty recent where he did this. Oh. If we can't find it, we'll go to his page. Okay, I'm pretty certain at this point I passed it. But yeah, he had a post where he mentioned a whole bunch of FedNow service providers that are kind of known, of which Metallicus is one of them. Let's see if I could find it here. I'm pretty sure I either retweeted it or something. I'll go to his page instead. Shout out to Red Pill Professional. Definitely should follow them if you haven't already. I know he's mentioned me in one of his videos for sure. Let me see if I can find where he said this. I think it was NetXD. Okay, there it is. So if you look at this list he got from Loizon, Shorting Babylon, it has a whole list of kind of FedNow providers, of which, that one's not the best to look at. Let me see if I can copy this in the new, open it in a new tab so we can zoom in on it here. Okay, there we go. So as Bank Social, BNY Mellon, Timimos, which we know Metallicus is partnered with Fiserv, which we just hit you with in the video, right? And how Fiserv USD is just happening. Check out our last video for that if you haven't seen our last video. Very, very good video we had. Last live we did, we went over why Fiserv USD has been really big and how people might have missed this and how it's related to Zebec. So definitely check that. That was the live before this. Okay, so definitely check that out. Let's go back here. So we got Fiserv. We know they're partnered too with Metallicus, Timimos, Payfina, Visa, which we know, Solana, right? Finastra, some big names here. Yeah, so definitely want to pay attention to those. Now let's go back to where we were here. More Ripple news. Shout out to Angelica Saldana. Okay. Ripple applies for U.S. banking charter to advance RLUSD stablecoin. Okay. A national trust bank charter would replace Ripple's U.S. dollar-backed stablecoin RLUSD within the remit of OCC, as well as the state oversight through New York Department of Financial Services, to which it is already subject. Okay, so it's already able to do banking charter within New York, right? Which is historically very difficult to do banking through. Only right now Gemini is like one of the ones that can do it through them. Gemini Exchange, which we know they're partnered with Zebec, right? So again, another reason why Zebec is really partnered with all the ultimate power players, right? But here it is, you know, Ripple's applying for this US banking charter, okay? Has applied for a national banking license, joining the rush of cryptocurrency companies seeking to cross the divide between mainstream finance, okay? Which we know, again, if you know the history behind Ripple and who is related to Ripple, as you know, Rothschilds and whatnot, you know they're gonna get the license. They're gonna get it. So there's more news right there. Okay. And then here's some other news. Shout out to Julian Biddle. 4 top signals in Bitcoin's history, each corresponded to a top nowhere near one. Okay. So if I share this in a different tab, he's basically saying, you know, where you see these spikes at were tops. 2011, 2013, 2014, and they basically followed a 4-year cycle of Bitcoin too. 2017, 2018, 2020, 2021. And here we are sitting in 23, 24, 25. We haven't reached that spike top yet. We haven't even reached it. So what can that mean for the price of Bitcoin? Of course, probably we haven't reached the top yet. What does that mean for the price of altcoins, right? We're so freaking close here in my mind. We're so freaking close. And there's so much news and so many charts and so many things like this to show us we are not close yet. we're not even there yet. But all of this news as far as like the Genius Act, the Clarity Act, ISO, we're less than 10 days away from. And so much so they even termed it Crypto Week. Okay? So yeah, if you ask me, Black Swan or higher, I say we're going higher. So let me get into the comments here and see what's going on with those. Can you guys still hear me? It says that I lost audio or something like that. Screen share audio or something. Let me know if you guys can still hear me or not. And thank you, X Proton Rick, for just starting to follow me on X. I really appreciate it. We're trying to grow the X audience, and we're definitely trying to grow the YouTube audience as well. We're monetized on YouTube, so definitely like and subscribe on YouTube as well. But yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me or not, because it just gave me some warning. Like, I think when it says screen share audio, I think it meant the audio for whatever I was sharing. But okay, good. I'm good. Thank you. Fishing with Camel Joe. All right, starting from the top of the comments. Change your life fragrances. Yes. Milk Money, what's up, everyone? Happy 4th of July. Hope all is well. Thank you for the updates. And we already addressed Wealth X in the long videos. Rufio 72 makes me think about the Peter Pan. What is it? Dustin Hoffman, Robin Williams, Peter Pan with Rufio. Shout out to you. Let's freaking go. Says, what's up? Salute to the generous General Rue. Appreciate it, brother. Love the alliteration there too. You definitely dropping gems, and I'll continue to pick them up. Give thanks. Appreciate it. Happy 4th of July to all our American cousins. Appreciate it, Rufio. Yeah, we talked about that. Once Dark Path. What's up, Ruel? Do you think you can what do you think about that Cannes meeting that just took place? I haven't looked at it specifically, like what they were talking about at Cannes. Maybe we should probably do a video on that this weekend, but I have no comments because I haven't looked at it specifically. So sorry, I don't have any comments on that one. Virtuous Woman 73. Wealth, you should go play with the kids and let the adults talk. Dang, that's cold-blooded, Virtuous Woman. To Wealth there. Stila, imagine a $2 to $3 ZBCN. So possible with all the transactions that will be happening on the network, 100%. Rufio 72, watch on 1.5 times speed or 2 times speed if you're short on time. That's what I do with almost all my videos, unless it's live. I'll watch 1.5 times or 2 times speed. What's up, Marcos? Marcos Sousa. What's up, Pharmacopoeia? Fire and Ice are battling 100%. Why is Da Vinci so bullish on Threshold like when he was on Bitcoin? Who's this Da Vinci? What's up, fam? We stacking. What's up, E? He's a moderator in our Telegram, but definitely come check us out on Telegram. It's a Patreon experience right now, but I'm also looking at expanding out the Patreon. I'm putting some daily news on the Patreon, and I also do stock picks. Our stock picks are looking great on the Patreon. Definitely want to come over and check that out. I just gave them a new one. I'm looking at a little small one that Vanguard is already in. Okay. Shout out to the Patreon. We're also going to do weekly open mic nights. I'm just trying to set up a time with them right now where I'm going to just open up the mic and we're just going to talk for 30 minutes. And heck, if y'all want to even talk for longer, y'all can. But yeah, we're about to set those up on the Patreon. Shout out to the patrons. You make the show go. Do you have any opinions on WLFI token possibly being relisted? Seeing the announcements on it yesterday. You know, maybe it might be relisted and all of this different stuff. And, you know, since Trump's connected, it might be, you know, it might be something to look at for sure. But at this point, I'm thinking like ISO 20022 coins. And that's pretty much about it. Like, you know, I know that ZBCN will be pretty much ISO 20022. But anything kind of outside of that to me might be just taking money away from the real blue chips. But again, you know what I mean? Trump's going to be looking really good when stuff takes off for crypto. So WLFI token, it's definitely probably not one to sleep on. But as far as order of importance, order of priority for me is going to be the ISOs, and then everything else after that. ISOs, payment cryptos, and then I get to like stuff like Trump token, Trump like WFI token. Everyone likes 33 because they're talking about breaking the barrier, so getting the crown and finally using the left hemisphere and right hemisphere in your brain and becoming one. Oh, yeah. Pharmacopoeia is taking it to the the metaphysical to you guys. I know exactly what you mean by that, brother. That's yeah, I know exactly what you mean by that. By the way, I just finished Squid Game. A lot of that stuff in Squid Game as far as the metaphysical and the alchemical and stuff like that. So definitely check out Squid Game if you guys haven't already. Do you think did the SEC approve grayscales? No, no, they didn't approve it just to freeze it. It's approved. I mean, it was already on kind of as a trust, so now it's a ETF. It's out. They approved it. So it, in actuality, it's going to be one of the first kind of XRP ETFs. It really is. Gerald Draper, what's up? Jose De La Torre, what's up? What's up, Rue? Glad you're on live buying the dips. I saw Grayscale last Sunday evening. Any luck reaching out to MC Hammer? Happy 4th of July to you all. You know what? I haven't reached out to him yet, but I really am gonna try that because it would be so dope to have MC Hammer on this on my show. Man, you know Hammer was an icon, and this is like a running joke ever since my friend did it, right? Where he was like, MC Hammer is a one-hit wonder, and I was like, what? So it's a running joke on our show now. Then thanks for bringing that up, Jose. But yeah, man, I gotta reach out to Hammer. I wonder if he'd come on the show. It'd be a huge honor, man. It'd be a huge honor. 71 watching fam, hit the like and comments 100%. MKP, Zebec is dumping back to May 22nd price. So I have a huge problem with the word dumping. Everyone likes to use the word dumping. And I know why some people use it. If you're in crypto, it's just easy to say to some people like dumping. But this is a pullback. This is not a dump. Dumping is like, okay, we had the World War III scare and everything like really went haywire, right? That was dumping. Dumping or crashing is like for you people who were around when Rona happened and everything went to like crazy, fell down crazy. To me, that is a dump. In my mind, that is a dump, in my honest opinion. So I want to show you guys what I believe a dump is. We can go all the way back to Corona. Where is that at? Where's Corona? Like right or Rona. Rona, I should say Rona. It's easier to see on the stock market. So right here. That is a dump. That is a dump. You go from 336 or something close to that on February 20th to March 20th being down like almost a whole 100 points. So many ads. I hate that. Yeah, so in a literal month, you're down 100 points. That is dumping. That's dumping. If you look at ZBCN, if we go back there, right? everyone that bought at 0007 or everyone that bought at 0001. Okay, I didn't want to go to market cap. That should be fine. So yeah, everybody that bought at 0007 is still looking very, very great. Everyone that bought at 0001 is looking 3x great. So not a dump. And again, nothing happens in a vacuum, right? If you're looking at the rest of the market is in the exact same place the ZBCN is right now. If I go ahead and look at as far as like it's going down at this point in time, XRP literally kind of just went down. Bitcoin just before we spoke went down, right? So it is what it is. Now, if you look at this, it looks like Bitcoin is ready to hit the next mark. We went up here and we teased around with, we hit like 110 a couple days ago. It really seems to me where we're gonna hit our next leg here, and I think Zebec comes with that next leg, which in actuality, while people was always talking about, you know, dumping and things like that, it's actually a really good time to buy. It's a very good time to buy. Again, we've gone over all the research with Zebec. We know who's behind it. We know what's behind it. This actually seems like a very good time as far as the RSIs on the week and the RSIs on the day. This is a very, very, very good time to buy Zebec. Okay. So Carol B 989, what is up? Hi, Rue and crew. Appreciate you, Carol. Ches, shout out to E 100%. Proton X Proton Rick XBR. I'm a proud holder of Zebec. Let's go. Probably goes live on the 15th because of the 1, the 5, and the 6. Okay. Oops. Oops. What happened? Jose de Torre, what's up, Rue? I'm glad you're still live. Still buying the dips. I saw a Grayscale commercial last Sunday evening. I thought it was interesting. Okay. I repeated some comments. Sorry there. Proud XPR holder too. All of the Metallica's tokens. Yep. It's all about moving telecommunication networks to Gateway 6. Yeah, 6 has been a whole big thing. This this thing, right? Big beautiful bill. What is B? The second letter in the alphabet. Big beautiful bill 222. What's coming up? ISO 20022. So 222. This 6 thing, specifically 222, is really big. And even if you watch Squid Game, that was big in that show too. So it's coming up, guys. It's really coming up. Thanks for the follow on X, Proton Rick. What's up, sis? Hey, Rue Crew, hit that like button. Happy 4th, everyone. Thank you so much, sis. Appreciate it. ISO will finally let us astro project properly, hopefully. Oh man, that would be nice. Pitching with Camel Joe. Okay, yep. Got the sound good. Isn't Bitcoin turning 15 as well? You know what? I think so. And then also next year, America's turning there was some 250 year celebration next year, where like they're doing some like UFC fight on the White House lawn or something like that. Let me see if I can find that. For one of the most epic days in American military history as we celebrate the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army. That's what it is. Okay. For America's 250th Independence Day on July 4th. Okay, so apparently this July 4th is the 250th. Apparently. So in 2025, that's pretty interesting. Those are some interesting numbers there. Koji Spiritual Dojo, happy 4th. Appreciate it. Hey, bro, did you go to Foothill Junior College? I did not. I went to Michigan State University. Oh, I do. I have a doppelganger that went there that looks just like me or something. What's up, WH? Hey, what's up, WF Capital? I'm here. Guess what? Zebec. I appreciate it, brother. Benjamin Awaken. What up, Rue? You think July will be good for us? I think July will be amazing for us, guys. Israel M. Ruel, how real is it for Zebec to reach $1? You know what? I think I've made a case for it to reach $1. Again, for me, where's my price target? 5 to 10 cents, right? But I think I've made a real big case for Zebec to reach $1. So when you think about token is deflationary, the more that people use cards, the more that the token becomes deflationary. They're already trying to get it into university students' hands. They're already working with ADP. They're the biggest payroll provider. There's a lot to believe maybe it gets to $1, right? Which reminds me of something here. Something that Bo Hines said here. I know Bo Hines is a part of I love some of Marshall Hayner's posts. Gotta repost that. Okay. And shout out to Mr. Forsyth here. Okay, so where were we here? Let me see if I can find that Bo Hines post. Okay, here it is. So Trump's executive director, Bo Hines, says the crypto industry. Wait, let me see. Share this tab. There we go. So Trump's executive director, Bo Hines, says the crypto industry will probably go to 15 to 20 trillion after stablecoin legislation becomes law. So imagine that this becomes law, right? This stablecoin legislation becomes law, okay? And it's going to be. XRP goes bananas. This allows Zebec to be into even more payroll places, right? There's just so much to like about what this can do for Zebec. Imagine Zebec announces a XRP partnership. Excuse me. We know XRP and RLUSD XRP, and USDC are going to be in a lot of places after the stablecoin legislation. And we already know that Zebec is partnered with Circle. We already know they haven't announced it yet, but we know that they're partnered with Ripple. There's a lot of reasons to see them just go bananas, man. There's a lot of reasons to see them go bananas. So, yeah, but does it completely make it there this bull run? I'm not certain. But again, when we're getting announcements like this from people in the know, people who are behind President Trump, people who should know what's going on, right? It's a lot of reasons to believe maybe this can happen. WHLCC. LCC? No. If you mean Lansing Community College, no, I went to Michigan State. Running 80s, agree. Bot Trip, what's up? Happy 4th of July. Can't wait for Zebec fireworks. I wonder when will it officially hit the ISO certification. Hey, we shall see. New Zebec spaces coming up on the 9th of July. So it's going to be interesting to see what they talk about there. Happy 4th. Like the 4 seasons and the 4 gospels and the 4 major poles, north, south, east, and west. I love it, Pharmacopoeia. Now to kind of riff on what you just said there, right? Anchorage Digital's logo. Also, you could say this is the Windows logo, right? The 4 poles, the 4 corners of the earth, the 4 gateways, maybe, right? Because this looks like a window. A window is a gateway, so we could just go so deep with this, right? It's interesting that they're choosing to pick up that pain of the 4 corners here. So I'm wondering if are they telling us something there? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe they are. And the 4 horsemen, yep. If you read the what is it? The Gospel of Enoch, you learn a lot about those guys. Koji Spiritual Dojo, payroll, Zebec is huge. Reason I have faith, 100%. Having Hammer on your show, damn, I want to see that. Hammer is a legend. He is a legend out here. He's a legend out here. I hope somebody shares this with him and he like reaches out. But I'm definitely gonna reach out to him, man. Mr. Spader 007 consolidating. ZBCN is doing a price correction. Yep, yeah. See, price correction is a lot different than dumping, and I like that you make that distinction. E. Fallout. Face facts. What's up? A dump depends on when they bought. Well, you know what? That's true. Maybe people, depending on when you bought, maybe that's how people define a dump. But I don't find like E said here with the word price correction or the phrase price correction. I don't define a price correction as a dump. And of course, in the Patreon, shout out to the Patreon, we go over. If you look right above the right hand corner here, we do futures trading on BTCC. It's rocking over there. I have 8 shows on futures trading. I need to send you guys some more updates on those future trading shows, but we have 8 already here in the Patreon. If you want to sign up, there's your link there with the QR code. You get free USD if you sign up and fund your account. Okay. So if you want to take advantage of quick moves, quick price corrections, that's the place to do it. But see, yeah, I don't put price corrections as dumps. They're not. They're just price corrections. And like we go over on the Patreon, if you look at the moon cycles will show you when you're going to have your price corrections. So those are price corrections, not dumps. Dumps, again, would be like what we just went through with the Black Swan event of the scare of World War III. No one knew that there were going to be missiles fired at Iran or anything like that. That's a dump, okay? When things like that happen, that's a crash. Those things are crashes and dumps, but not just regular price correction or regular price movement. No. Just came back from my buddy's house, chilling, barbecuing, drinks, and all. Don't drink myself. Rather have some of the green stuff, 100%, bro. Because drinking is expensive out here. Anyways, Rue, I got my buddy into ZBCN. He said I came right on time with this. That's cool, man. It's cool that you have buddies that will listen to you about cryptocurrency. Shout out to my sister who's in the chat, right? Listen to me on that. Got guy at work listens to me on that. Multiple guys at work listen to me about cryptocurrency. I'm very lucky and blessed to have a voice about cryptocurrency, and people like the 462 people who are here listening right now. Shout out and respect to all you guys. I really appreciate it. So yeah, man. Keep spreading the good word out there, Jose, man. Keep spreading the good word out there, man. Koji Spiritual Dojo, let's see. It only shows Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin. XRP should be at least a minimum of 1/10 of the price. Yep. And I think a lot of price or a lot of money is going to start to kind of flow over to XRP. Because what's the kind of true banker's coin? XRP. I know BlackRock kind of has a stranglehold on Bitcoin right now with the BlackRock ETF, but I think that's a second piece of news that I wanted to bring to you guys today. Let me see. Let me pull it up here. You just reminded me of it. This could almost be a show in itself. But we'll bring it up. So, XRP news today. 8 companies allocate $1 billion to XRP treasuries for liquidity and payments. Shout out to the patrons. We've already showed you one of these companies before, okay? And they're publicly traded on the stock market, and they're working with Flare. And more on that. I don't know if that show is coming out yet with Maximus yet, where I talked about that. But we've already shown you one of these companies in the Patreon even before the Maximus show. So here it is. Companies are starting to custody and treasury XRP like they are doing Bitcoin. Okay? We already know we got the Bitcoin ETFs. We already know companies like MicroStrategy are treasuring it, Tesla, etc. The same is about to happen here with XRP. Same is about to happen with XRP. And again, once we get all these ETFs, like the BlackRock ones and Fidelity and all of those, expect XRP to double or triple or quadruple or, times 5, 6, 7, 8, like Bitcoin did. But even before that, here we have ISO going live in 10 days, guys. 10 days. I'm just really excited, guys. And really it's going to line up with the moon cycles too. That's another thing why I think too we go higher, because the full moon is coming up soon. The full moon. And I can show you here kind of a little bit with the chart. If you want to see more like concrete with the chart, you'll have to look at the Patreon. But you can kind of see. Let's see if we can get some real estate here. It's a little hard to see here, a little bit, but you can kind of see how with the full moon, when things are trending upwards, it kind of always starts with the full moon. So very, very interesting thing there. Spader, Mr. Spader 07, announcements, WED should be chances of Ripple partnership. Will be the 14th because a nice lift off for crypto, 100%. I want to, at my account, a huge smile and thanking God, 100%, man. Nothing happens in a vacuum, but it does happen in a wormhole taking us from counter space. Yeah, I saw Extra VOD. Shout out to Extra VOD with the whole wormhole thing, right? And we know the crypto, right, with securitized wormhole crypto just had a deal going on with Ripple. So very, very like Pharmacopoeia bringing up a whole bunch of different things here. You make me want to pull up the extra VOD video on that. Let me see if I can find it. But we know the whole wormhole Ripple thing. Again, another thing that just makes me hugely bullish for what's coming up here with the ISO. And we covered this a couple days ago, right? Let me see here. Yeah, here's some pictures of it. The whole Ripple wormhole thing where somebody made a video of this. This is from 2023. Project Tourbillon from the BIS Swiss Center demonstrates cash-like anomaly for retail CBDC while combating illicit transactions. Read to figure out how it works. But also, Wormhole and Ripple just announced a partnership here. Wormhole is announcing partnership with Ripple to bring multi-chain interoperability to XRP Ledger and the upcoming XRP Ledger EVM sidechain. Wormhole will be at the core of interoperability solution for XRP Ledger ecosystem. So all of these riddles that they give us, right? These are kind of like it's really a thing. So let me go ahead and quote. I've posted and talked about this before through Smoke again, but I should do the actual post from Wormhole here. So again, and we know this is kind of coming through XLR, right? So another thing to make us excited about cryptocurrency. Money isn't leaving crypto; it's migrating from BTC to all of our favorite alts. Like, yeah, that's what I mean, Chaz. That's what I mean, Chaz. Like, it's not leaving crypto, but it might be migrating from BTC to altcoins, specifically the XRP Ledger altcoins, anything related to that, like ZBCN, Solana, any of these like stable coins like Fiserv's stablecoin, Ripple USD, all of that. All of that. Yeah, looks like you, bro. Let's go, ZBCN Army. Oh, I got a doppelganger over here at this Foothill Junior College. That's gonna be a big deal turning 250 years old, because 2 and 5 is 7, like the 7 days of the week, 100%. The 7 major religions and the 7 planets they use to worship. Yep. The 7 is all about the laws, right? Oh, we could go so deep on this. Like, I'm gonna start putting some of this stuff on the Patreon as far as the symbolism and different numbers and stuff like this. Yeah, the 7 is all about the law, right? So gotta love the 7 and the 52, right? Or the 25 if you invert it. I can feel Zebec reach $1 within 3 years. If you knew you'd be rich in 3 years, what would you do? In the meanwhile, prepare yourself for wealth. With great power comes. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Hey, we might not even have to wait that long as far as like for those of us that hold, Zebec, XRP, and HBAR, and all these different ISO coins, Metallicus. It might be end of the year, if that, right? It might be by the end of the month. Who knows out here, right? Ruel, what do you think? What's up, Issa? What do you think about the founder of Whitelock allegedly being arrested? I did not hear about that. I'll have to look into that. Mike Johnson spoke on the 4 pillars, his speech. I'll have to check it out. Fred McIntyre, what's up? Remember to press that like. Yes, definitely. Yeah, it's dumb for him when they buy high and it goes under, they get crapped on. Yeah, 100%. He got the Anchorage profile pick. Not even a 10% jump. Yeah. What's up, Yanni boy? What's up, Crypto Crossroads Show? Let's go. Happy 4th of July. Definitely check out our guy, Crypto Crossroads Show. Let's bring up his channel right quick here. Let me see. Definitely go follow him on X, and I don't know why that's not clicked because I respond to stuff he posts on X all the time. I don't know. I definitely don't know why that's not clicked. And check out his YouTube channel. Again, this guy is a member of my community, so I know his research is good. He's shared research with me all the time, guys. And if you're only looking like, oh, he only has 300 and something subscribers, he just started his YouTube channel 3 months ago. But I can assure you, he has not just started his research 3 months ago because he shared information with our community, which has been very, very, very helpful on Swift blockchain and other things. So definitely go check him out if you haven't already. Shout out to bro. We're definitely going to have him on the show too when I can get my freaking schedule together. So shout out to Crypto Crossroads Show, and definitely go like and subscribe to him, guys, if you haven't already. In a few, please everybody get the likes up and definitely like and subscribe. 377 people, 260 on X, and 117 on the YouTube. In a few months from now, we'll be happy to accumulate more. These prices this year won't be the same by next year. Yeah, just like what's the line? Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. Today's prices are not yesterday's prices, or something like that. Shout out to Coach. Shalom, big dog. What's up, Abe? Adam, move. 333. Let's go. Sports Your Kicks. What's up? Smoking a stick and buying the dip, wasting no money today. Let's go, Sports Your Kicks. PLI, still my ultimate microcap gem. Yeah, PLI is a gem. Definitely check out the PLI if you guys haven't already. It's a plugin. It's basically XDC's Chainlink. XDC's Chainlink. So if you guys haven't checked that out, check it out. I got a little bit of that put away in my DCENT wallet for sure. Definitely a pick I gave. It's a pick I gave to the patrons many, many moons ago. So definitely check that out, guys, if you haven't already. Ape over here dropping some gems. Glad to assist. I got yep, there you go. Yanni boys dropping some of these XRP treasury ones. VVPR and TDTH. The scare of the 12-day war, which scare all the zodiac symbols 100%. Remember, this news is just trying to affect your Taurus field. Ooh, you're hitting some good stuff right there. Pharmacopoeia. So excited. XRP up to $5. Yep, it's coming. Love Extra VOD. He always excited screaming the first second of his vids. Yeah, he is. He always screams in his vids a little bit, man. I love Extra VOD's excitement. Definitely a channel people should check out if they haven't already. 2025 will feel like Christmas again, 100%. It keeps upgrading and leveling up. Our riches are sealed in faith, destiny for holders, 100%. BTC is a store of value and insurance. The alts are the liquidity. Ooh, that's an interesting way to put it, Dojo. I like that. El Pablo, ZBCN is getting a lot of criticism. Still holding, not worried. Yeah, I'm not worried either. And it's like again, it's like I said earlier, guys. Like every coin has gotten criticism and just keeps going up, right? There have been people flooding Bitcoin from the start, including Larry Fink, right? None of my customers want cryptocurrency, he said, and now he's the biggest holder of Bitcoin in the ETF market, right? Solana. Oh, Solana doesn't do anything, and Solana went from freaking like under $1 to $200 to back under $10 to back over $170, $180. Ethereum. Oh, Ethereum can, it's too slow. The gas fees. Ethereum killer. Where is it sitting? $2,500 some dollars or more, right? Every cryptocurrency that's legit, and then the people behind them. XRP, right? It's banker coin. This is the banker coin. Who wants the banker coin? From 20 cents to $3. Now at like 2 something, right? These coins just keep going. So if ZBCN is what we think it is, and we know it is, and we've researched and found out it is, we're going to get some haters. We're going to get some fudders, right? Because if they didn't FUD and we kept spreading the good word, ZBCN's price would not stop, right? If you catch my drift on what I'm saying, right? If you catch my drift on what I'm saying. 7 is completion. Yeah, there we go. So 7 is completion, 7 churches, 7 chakras. Ultimately, when it comes down to number 7, gotta start that. I love my audience knows a lot about this stuff. Thank you guys. Keep giving it to us here. Hey, Rue, do you think we'll be here in 3 years? I think we'll be on our own islands in 3 years. In 3 years, we'll be having an island party like certain people we shouldn't probably mention on the show, right? We'll be having our own Diddy parties over here. Like, of course, with none of the under, it'll all be above board and nothing, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be all good, clean fun, good, clean fun. No, none of that, none of this stuff alleged out here, right? We'll have our own little parties out here. Miracles do happen. King of Pound 1, what do you think of Sora? I like Sora, but I think it's like a lotto ticket play. When did White Rock Press get arrested and for what? I don't know. I have to look that up. Ches, what's the deal with XCN? They've been kind of quiet. Not saying that's a bad thing though. XCN keeps coming up in my research. Of course, it came up with the Fiserv thing, right? Because they mentioned about definitely go check out the show that we did on this. It was the previous live. It's just too much to recount, but yeah, XCN is definitely a big deal out here. I'm really still high on them. I see he's got a video on IXS. Just sub to you, Crypto Crossroads. There we go. Let's start that and put that out here so people can see it. Thanks to subbing to our bro over here, Crypto Crossroads. Let's go, Abe. Lincoln Square, Leonidas. Thanks for bringing this to us, Ruel. No problem. Followed you, Crossroads. Let's go. Another star for that. Bugatti 11, Koji. Let's go. What's up, Bugatti? I believe in XR. Sure sounds like a kingdom coin to me. Why is Zebec dumping? We went over this. It's not dumping. It's just a price correction. A lot of people are trying to attribute it to Martin Lucas fudding it, but it just is what it is. So know what you hold, know what you research. You know what I mean? I'm not worried. Abe, how to move XR is at the bottom, though. Basically, don't go all in and just throw your coffee money at it. Exactly. That's what I mean when I say lotto play is literally like, okay, you don't care if non-financial advice. You're literally kind of like you said, throwing coffee money at it, right? It's just a lotto play. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever. 7 hermetic principles, 7 sins, 7 chakras, 7 seals, 7 churches, 7 wonders. Let's go, audience. I love it. I love the hermetic principles, by the way, guys. I've gone over them so many times on this show. I'll have to do that for the for the people here on the Patreon. Exactly, Anthony Hall. But if somebody else, I'm okay with everyone. I think everyone deserves to do whatever they want to do as long as it's legal. But at our Diddy party, we're gonna have something for everybody. But Blackrue likes the ladies. We'll just put it like that. Blackrue likes the ladies. Abe had to move. Miracles will be happening shortly. God is grand 100%. XDC got some good news. Let's go. Mark Perra, happy 4th, Mr. Appreciate it. Threshold Crypto has the 4 doorways to their image. Yes, yep. The 4 doorways here with the anchorage. I think that's what we're kind of calling out to. Life path number 7. Got a bag of Zen. Hope it'll shine soon. Yep. All of these solar cells are activating to the 5th dimension. We're gonna go Super Saiyan. Let's go. Back to Eden. Zebec will only go so far before it reacts and creates FOMO. Let's get this dump over already. Yeah. For me, again, it's not a dump, it's a correction. How many coins have we seen go through the same type of corrections type of deal? Like if I pull up XCN right now, right? We can pull up Swift blockchain and see something similar. Same thing, like literally same thing, same deal. Like it's almost like you could carbon copy it. If I pull up Swift blockchain, Same deal. You can almost carbon copy it. The whole move. We are here. We're like, we are here. So maybe we go do something similar. Same thing, right? Oh, sorry, I wasn't sharing. So here's Swift blockchain, same type of deal. If we went to XCN, same type of deal. But again, if you know what XCN is used for, you've done some research into the people behind XCN, the people behind Swift blockchain, the people behind ZBCN, you're not worried. I'm not worried. You know, at least let me speak for myself there. The veil is thinning, and for some reason, Da Vinci is bullish on Threshold, and that is the same guy that told everyone to buy $1 in Bitcoin almost 14 years ago. It could be something, maybe nothing. Who is this Da Vinci person? Let me know who you're talking about Da Vinci. I'm not sure who that is. I hope it's not the same. I think I know who you're talking about, because that Da Vinci person, I think he FUDs like XRP. I'm not sure. My wife and I are born on April 7th and married on April 7th. Let's go. That's awesome. Yes, tap into a higher energy, Koji. Keep grounded. I have to buy my bags and bags of sea salt and Epsom salts to help ground. Salt is the strongest purifying agent on earth. Let's go. The hermetic principles changed my life and mine forever. 100%. Mine too. Like 100% it did. It's expected. Didn't do the same for you. Look further into it. Hermes is Enoch. Enoch is thought. Yep. Yeah. Thought and thought. I've often thought about that, because you know the rapper Black Thought. I'm like, wait, Black Thought? Black Thought? Like, I'm like, oh, like he's embodying Black Thought, right? Or Black Thought. Like, interesting. And I like him as a rapper, by the way, too. It's gospel. Yep. And then some people even call them seven, instead of the 7 hermetic principles, the principles of Tahuti. So it's like, it's interesting. I ain't worried. The summer of pumps is coming. Big beautiful bill signed tonight. 222 signed tonight. How bullish are you on Casper and Songbird? I'm more bullish on Flare. Yeah, I'm more bullish on Flare. Flare and Songbird. Yeah, I'm more bullish on Flare. On my way home from getting this time and a half. Let's go, Phantom Beats. He's the black dude with crypto all the time. Yeah, the Da Vinci dude. So I'm not like, cause he'll all of a sudden start footing XRP. So I always thought he was kind of, it's kind of weird. Like, why would you FUD XRP? Yeah, I always thought Da Vinci, like, it's weird to me that people would FUD XRP. If you look at the people that are actually behind XRP, I don't know why people FUD it at all. But you know, again, if we didn't have people FUDing it, people would just be buying it all up, right? So I think that's I think that might be you know, telegraphed or on purpose. Yeah, he does not like XRP. Yeah, everything has a non-disclosure agreement out here. But just so you know, like, Ruel likes the ladies. That will be my focus and At my own Diddy party. That'll be my focus. Okay, got you. Yeah, yeah. Dumping correction, fear, overbought, whatever. Still buying into the dips player. Yeah. Yeah. Randall Cunningham, North 7. Yeah, Randall was a good player too out here. So did Michael Vick too, I think. Okay. Tony S is saying White Rock is at a bottom, might be going back up. Okay, that'll be something to look at. Definitely take a look at that. Let me write that down. Because all the time when they have these FUD campaigns, like remember how they were a FUD campaign for ZBCN, and then where did it go right afterwards? Right up, right? So maybe that might be to try to keep people out of White Rock, but we won't be fooled, right? I might throw some more lotto ticket money at White Rock. Any fudge is wait, what? I'm not sure what you mean by that Dojo. XRP can do smart contracts now, correct? If so, why does XRP still need flag? Well, that's debatable, Anthony Hall, because Stellar has Soroban. Can Soroban be used on XRP? I don't know, but that is debatable. Like, why do they need Flare if you have Soroban? And because the thought they say is like, well, Stellar, even though many moons ago it was a fork of XRP, that's no longer the case now. But who knows, right? So I think they're trying to sell to us that Flare is the only way to do XRP smart contracts on XRP. So Ashley the God, wow, 10. That will be like, let's get to 5 to 10 cents and then get to $1 first. Anybody on the XL trading bot? I don't know. Thoughts on M Clayton? Yeah, I don't know. I don't look at meme coins like that. I only put $15 on threshold. If it does nothing, I don't care. Yep. Good input. Thank you. No problem. All right, guys. Nice little show. Nice hour and 30-minute show here. I'm gonna get out of here and do something something nice here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on your holiday. Thanks so much, guys. If you can put into the chat, let's put into the chat clarity for the Clarity Act. Not the chat of we want to put in the comments clarity. So put in the comments clarity after this chat shuts down, so that way I'll share the video out. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Have clarity in your day too. I'm out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.